let's not waste our time. Let's go into the lesson today. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach about parts of speech. So it is major in English language. Parts of speech is a major subject in English language. Without the help of the parts of speeches, we cannot communicate English or we cannot do any works. So can we go into the lesson? Fine. Yes, tell me, what do you know about parts of speech? Fine. You have 8 parts of speech in English. How many? There are mainly 8 parts of speech in English. As you know, the first 4, noun, pronoun, verb, and an adverb. So these are the first 4 parts of the speech which we are going to discuss today. The remaining parts of the speech will be taught in the next classes. Let me know how you know about noun. What do you know about noun? Yes, you are right. Noun is a naming word. Just if you wanted to tell in a very simple language, it is the naming word. It is known as the naming word. What is the naming word? Yes, we name everything. For an example, we name a person, we name place, we name things, we name for everything. There is a name for every material and person and etc. So, simple language, if you wanted to just know about noun, we say it is a naming word. For an example, a noun means a name of a person. How can we know that he or she is a person? How can we know the difference between the people? By naming them. For an example, I'll just tell about a person who is walking on the road. I cannot tell, see there, he is walking on the road. For the first time, we cannot use the second noun. Pronoun cannot be used when we introduce a person. So, a noun, that means a name. Name should be given. For an example, a name called Rahul. A name called Rahul is a name of a person where we identify that he or she is a boy or girl, or it is a thing or person, anything. Sometimes we confuse ourselves using he, she, it, they. In the places of it, for an example, in the places of animals, we will name. That is the wrong thing where we do. So we have to know about the noun. If you want to know about the noun, you should know the difference between person, place, thing, or whether it is an animal or what. How can you find the difference between a person, place, thing, or an animal? I cannot use Gauri Bingur as a person. Can I use? No. Why? It is a place. It is a location. So, a place means it's a location. There I use, for an example, Delhi if I say. If I say about Delhi, then it comes under the place. Then this is again a noun. Noun represents person, place, thing, or an animal. So for person, I have given the example as Rahul because he is a human being. He has life. So since he is a human and he is having life, we call him or her as a person. So that means it is a noun. And next, when I say about place, it is a location and where we wanted to reach. Therefore, I use Delhi as a place and say it represents a place. The word Delhi means a place. It's a location. Fine. Let me go the next thing. Let me go to the next thing. Thing. What do you mean by thing? Yes, materials. Or a non-living thing. For an example, a duster. I cannot name it saying he or she, or I cannot name it. Can I say it is Ramya or Rahul? No, it's wrong. So it is a duster and it represents a material. It is a materialistic thing and therefore I use the word. For an example, pen if I say. Pen is not a person. Pen is not a place. It becomes a thing or a material like a duster. Therefore, I say it is a thing. Second, noun even means a thing. The next thing, animal. What's an animal? Yeah, which has life but which cannot express its it can express its feeling but it cannot speak out. It's an animal, that's it. So, I cannot name an animal saying I cannot use he or she for animals because it is considered to be a non-living thing. So we should use it, and I'll just talk about pronoun. Okay, so animal. For an example, cat. Cat is an animal. Since cat is an animal, it comes under the animals category. That means animals grow. It is not a boy or a girl or a person to name as something else. So since it is an animal, we call, again it is a noun. It's again a noun, but it belongs to the animals category. So all these, that means a person, place, thing or an animal which comes under a noun is called naming word. Clear? Okay. Let's go to the next part of a speech. The next part of a speech is a pronoun. Yes, I just said about a noun now. See the word difference between noun and a pronoun. 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 So, a noun means naming words. Now, the next part of speech is a pronoun. What is the pronoun? Yes. So, a pronoun is a word that used instead of a noun. For an example, in the place of noun. So, a pronoun is a word. It's a word which used instead. Which used instead of a noun. Okay. So, a pronoun means it is a word that used instead of a noun. So, in sentences, as I have said in noun, I cannot repeat the noun again and again while talking or while expressing or while reporting to somebody. So, I should use or you should use a pronoun in the sentence when we construct it. For an example, what is a pronoun now? I said it's a word that used instead of a noun. How can you use instead of a noun? What are the words you can use? Yes, you can use a word like he, she, it, they, and there are other words too. There are other words even. So for an example, he. Where to use he in the sentence? How can I make it use of? He is used in the male cases. When I use the gender, male gender, I should use the word he. It is, why should we use pronoun in the sentence? It is just to avoid the repetition of the word in the sentence. For an example, one name cannot be repeated again and again when we just do or when we talk to the people. Just for an example, the word Rahul means a noun and a subject of the topic. It cannot be repeated while I talk about him or while I report about him to somebody. So, Rahul should not be used again and again. Instead, we should use he in the sentence just to avoid the repetition of a word called Rahul. So, he, Rahul, for an example. Rahul is my friend. Rahul is my friend has full complete meaning in it, and it is a sentence on whom we talk about. So it's a sentence, it's a subject. We have a subject Rahul. We are talking about Rahul, and it is a full meaning sentence. It is a full sense. It gives full sense. So for an example, Rahul is my friend. There I kept full stop, so it ends there. How can you continue with this subject? How can you continue with the sentence using the subject? I cannot write Rahul again. Rahul is my friend. Rahul is studying in this school. Rahul comes home in this time. Rahul eats. Rahul sleeps. It looks awkward to repeat the same word again and again. Rahul, we use the word says he. We use the word he. Why? It is just to avoid the repetition of the word called Rahul. So instead of Rahul, we use he to continue with his characters. For an example, Rahul is my friend. He stays in. He stays. He stays in. He stays in a town. For an example. So, I did not tell now Rahul is my friend and Rahul stays in a town. No, it's wrong. So, how did I use the language as? How did I use the word again? Rahul is my friend. He stays in a town. Then, it is understood that we are talking about only Rahul, but instead of the word Rahul, we used the word he. Means that is a pronoun. So, the word he is a pronoun which avoids the repetition of the sentence. Which avoids the repetition of the word called Rahul or some noun. So, do you understand now? A pronoun means it's a word that used instead of a noun. Fine.